My name is Payne Farai Kupfuwa. I'm the Chief Executive Officer for Young Miners Foundation. Young Miners Foundation was established in 2010 to advance and upscale youth entrepreneurial participation in mining, enterprise development, commercialization. The whole idea behind the organization is to encourage young people between 18 to 40 to formalize and professionalize their mining enterprises. We are saying mining should be taken as a business, not as a poverty-driven initiative or a get-rich-quick scheme. We are inspired by what we refer to as the young miner's dream. The young miner's dream is to create 21st century young mineral magnets as a stimulus to other productive enterprises. What we have realized is that traditionally, small-scale mining in particular is being taken as a poverty-driven initiative or a get-rich-quick scheme. So the challenges that accrue to that approach of mining are unbelievable. So as an organization, we have come up with a cocktail of ideas on how we can formalize and professionalize small-scale mining. And I'll tell you that since 1980, the projects that have grown from small to medium scale, the number is ridiculous. It's even less than 10. Small has been small, medium, and large. So it remains our responsibility, therefore, as young people in this country, to ensure that we develop small-scale mining from small to medium scale, if not large scale, thereby creating employment for graduates from the Zimbabwe School of Mines and any other tertiary institution where we have surveyors, metallurgists, geologists graduating. So apparently some of the issues that are of concern that have been hindering growth and formalization of small-scale mining are the information gap. Most young people haven't had enough platforms to get information on how to secure a mining right, for example, how to have an environmental impact assessment, and how to actually have to put production records together, and issues to do with attracting of investors, striking deals. How can a young person have a formal partnership with an investor, be it local or international? So those are some of the issues that has been hindering growth. And again, mining in itself is a capital-intensive enterprise. We call it mining is for big boys. So most of the young people that we have never had a formal employment to have enough savings or to actually have pension to finance their mining enterprises. So those are some of the issues that have been affecting growth of mining. So apparently, as Young Miners Foundation, we have resorted to creating platforms and activities, events that are bent at training and informing young people on how they can formally run professional mining enterprises. Number one, we've established what we refer to as Young Miners Field Days, a new phenomenon that we established as well. If we used to know Field Days as events that were happening in agriculture, but in mining, where we've also introduced Field Days, where we identify a successful small-scale mining enterprise being run by a young person, and we invite key stakeholders in mining and other young miners in that particular area to come and learn by seeing a successful story, small-scale mining, which has grown from start up until that level. And also these key stakeholders like Ministry of Mines and Mining Development, your environmental management agents, your NASA, your Zetarapi, Flora and Fauna, those in the supply chain, those who sell chemicals, equipment, those who are offering services, legal services, PPE, ABCD, who will also be there to also share tell young miners the products that they have and the services that they offer, so that young people get to know how they can run this professional informal mining enterprise. So we've been doing these Field Days in almost every province, because our organization is decentralized in every province, where there's a regional director who oversees activities in that particular province. So in almost every province, we've done these Field Days where we have seen many young people being transformed, many young people being enlightened on how easy it is actually for someone to secure a mining right, how easy it is for someone to actually run a formal mining enterprise. And apparently we have also established the Young Miners Symposiums. Young Miners Symposiums are also bent to educating and inform young people all over the country on how they can run these mines formally, how they can actually secure a right, how someone can peg a claim. We have young women miners day where we encourage young women to also participate in mining. Women constitute a meaningful percentage of the demographic structure of the country. They also need to participate in mining, not even as hard workers or leisures, but as directors, as partners of people who will be owning mines. There are also opportunities for young women. We've also included the young miners with disability, where the unit is catering for young people with different disabilities. And there are opportunities for them again to also be participating in the value chain of mining. So no one is left behind. So apparently we did one of the key events that we have done is the Minerals Export Trade and Value Addition Seminar in line with the AFCAFTA, where we invited key stakeholders in line with trade on how minerals are traded, how is it done formally, how do we get into value addition. Traditionally, we've been exporting minerals in raw form. How then can young people participate in the value addition and beneficiation of these minerals? What products come out from these minerals? We've done these seminars, and lately we partnered with the Minerals Marketing Corporation of Zimbabwe and the Zimbabwe School of Mines to run a fundamentals in small-scale mining management training course, where we identified a group of young people from every province who undergo the training. And we have a meaningful number of young people who graduated with that particular course, where Zimbabwe School of Mines came after being bankrolled by Ministry of Minerals Marketing Corporation of Zimbabwe. They trained these young people on topics like survey, exploration, extraction, processing, projects management, how to secure investment, issues to do with safety, green mining, responsible mining, environmentally friendly mining. Sensitive issues like that were also included in that particular course. We also brought in NMB to also come and tell the young miners how they can access funding, how they can write proper proposals, how they can get funding from financial institutions. It was part of the course. So from there, we have had young people who graduated from that training, starting small companies, small capitalized mining companies, other companies which offer services in the value chain. For example, the EIAs, for example, small exploration companies. So we've created employment for these people. We've created business as an organization, and apparently as an organization we also partnered with YA FM, which is a community radio in Rishavani, on green mining, where we have a program every Tuesday, every evening. We invite someone from the environmental fraternity to come and discuss his or her perspective about green mining, the benefits about green mining, because green mining is basically responsible mining. Because the only way we can develop our mining industry is to practice responsible mining, because minerals are a non-renewable resource. So we need to value the environment where we are extracting them, and the host communities and the people who live in the surroundings. Not only people who participate in mining should benefit from the minerals, even the country in itself should benefit. The host communities, even people who are not in mining, should benefit, because it is a sovereign asset. Minerals are a sovereign asset. They are there to develop our economy. They are there to uplift our livelihood as Zimbabweans, young, old, any gender, any creed. We are. It remains our property that should benefit every other Zimbabwean in the country. So all these programs, we've been doing them as Young Miners Foundation in a bid to try and educate the young person on how they can approach mining as a business, because it is a business, and how they can run a sustainable, profitable, environmentally friendly, and more mechanized mining enterprise. So apparently we are working on establishing our own Young Miners Revolving Fund, which will be bent on developing these mines by bolstering efficiency gains, out loans to each other. So we are working on the fund. Again, we are also working on the Young Miners Academy, which is going to be our academic state-of-the-art academic institution, which is going to educate young miners on how they are going to start meaningful mining projects, how they are going to run formalized mining projects, because accountability is an issue in mining, number one. Number two, consistency. Number three, bringing in the graduates that went to school and graduated from mining related programs, your survey, your geology, if we bring these young people, they are going to guide us with their knowledge, with their education, to run more formalized mining businesses. Other than, because most of the times in small scale mining, we are speculating. We have closed shafts that have closed with meaningful deposits underground. We have shafts that have closed because of failing to dewater the shafts. We have shafts that have collapsed because they haven't been well timbered. So we are also inculcating and bringing in the professionals who are coming in from universities, from colleges, to also be part of the development. We're calling it a revolution. It is our revolution as young people to formalize and professionalize small scale mining so that it grows from small to medium scale, if not large scale. Again, we are encouraging young people to come together, create syndicates with people with different abilities, synergize, also learning to create partnership. Our theme for this year is grow and stabilize. That is our Young Miners Foundation theme for this year. We are saying as young people we need to grow in business. We also need to grow in our perspective. Our projects also needs to grow so that we stabilize. We now need to be stable because we're never going to be young for all the rest of our lives. We are growing to be parents. We are growing to be older people. So we need to be stable. We need to have a foothold. We need to establish sustainable, growing mining business that are going to benefit our country in view of the attainment of the $12 billion mining economy, which resonates, of course, to the prosperous and empowered upper middle income society by 2030. So we are full subscribers of the National Development Strategy 1 to say let the informal elements of the industry be formalized so that there is stability in the economy, so that there is growth in the economy, so that we have companies that are going to create employment for graduates, for accountants, for lawyers, for every other industry, in the mining industry, so that we also have young people participating in other minerals besides gold, besides chrome, or besides the lithium. They are gemstones. People can actually participate in gemstones, have run mining enterprise in gemstones, participate in value addition, create jewelry, create products that are coming from these gemstones or from these semi-precious stones. So all these things are a package that we're doing as Young Miners Foundation to say, how can the young person in mining grow? How can the young person in mining establish a meaningful mining? And currently in this country, youth contribute above 65% of the demographic structure of this country. So in mining, we have more than 75% of young people who are participating, especially in artisanal, in small-scale mining, which is a meaningful percentage. And you realize that even where there are accidents, where people lose lives in mining, most of the highest percentage will be young people, because most of the young people are the ones who will be working underground. Most of the young people are the ones who are doing the day-to-day operations of this mining. Only now we are now having young people who are owning claims. So we have young people who are participating, a meaningful percentage of young people in this country who are participating in the mining value chain, because we also have young people who are now owning companies, exploration companies, small exploration companies. We have young people who are running environmental related companies. We have young people who are running legal related companies who are going to be creating contracts for the young miners who want to formalize. So as young people, we have a mandate, and we are contributing in a very huge way to the attainment of the prosperous and empowered upper middle income society. Because we are saying, if we formalize, if we run these mines properly, well formalized and well structured, lives of the owners of the mines are transformed. Lives of the employees at those mines are transformed, and thereby attaining the upper middle income society. Because what we need is a society where there are people who will be going to work and getting salaries, where people are going to work at a sustainable mining enterprise, where people are going to work at a mine that is productive, at a mine that has a life expectancy that is known to say this mine will last not less than 30 years. Not where today you have money, tomorrow you don't have money, or today we are hopping from one mine to the other, running mines that are not environmentally friendly. Number one, working in disused mines, or working at mines that have not been licensed by the Ministry of Mines and Mining Development itself. So we are saying, if these projects are well formalized, then we are also going to have young people who will be getting formal jobs at those mines. We're going to have young people who grow. It is just like, oh, this is my big mines that we see today. That is off as small mining projects, and they've grown to be what they are today. So our tangent and our inclination as Young Miners Foundation is we want to see many more small scale mines growing from small to medium, if not large scale. We will create employment. If we create employment, we are going to attain the prosperous and empowered upper middle income society by keep encouraging young people to participate in mining, young women, young people with different disability. Everyone is a place in the development of the mining industry. We need to keep reminding ourselves that minerals are a sovereign asset of our nation. Minerals are there so that our livelihood improve. So we, as Young Miners Foundation, we are inviting everyone from different speciality to come and participate in the mining value chain, so that we attain the $12 billion mining economy, which resonates or dovetail the prosperous and empowered upper middle income society by 2030.